The wonderful Mr. Garret Smith. Everybody give it up to Garret.
Good to see you. Give me that there. How are you guys doing? All right. All right. Well, how's everybody doing tonight? Excited? Want to have some fun? Have I got any friends out there? Comedy is really tough. I mean, it's something that, it's one of the hardest things I've ever had to do. So when you're up here, it can be kind of, disheartening if you don't get a lot of laughs and you're worried about what people are thinking. So I need everybody right now to raise your right hand. Everybody raise your right hand. Your other right. Good, good. And I want you to take the oath. This is the oath for you. Everybody say, I promise.
I promise.
I will not get offended.
I will not get offended.
Or get my feelings hurt.
Or get my feelings hurt.
By anything.
By anything.
The silly fireman says. Amen.
Amen.
Okay, so that's the oath. So if you start going, he said this, you said the oath, and it doesn't count. You cannot write the chief a letter. Nothing like that. Okay, glad you guys are here. And part of comedy is to make sure that the crowd can get involved. I think that's how I like to do it. So I'd like to get some help from somebody in the crowd. I need to get a really tough guy. Where's a tough guy, big tough guy in the crowd? How about that guy right there? That right there. Stand up, sir. Why don't you tell everybody your name? Ed. Ed. Everybody say hi, Ed. Hi, Ed. Okay, Ed, here's what I want you to do. Throughout the show, I have strategically placed jokes that don't get laughs. You'll know when I get to them. I've also put in stories that don't get funny, and you'll know when I'm on those too. So Ed, your job is, when we hit crickets and it's quiet out there, I'm going to point to you, and I want you to yell the words, "You suck!" But I want you to point to me when you say it, okay? So, let's try this, Ed. Go ahead and point to me and yell, "You suck!"
You suck.
I said I was going to be strong. You're a mean man, Ed. Okay, well, because Ed does that, my feelings get really hurt. So I'm going to need some help from the rest of the folks here. How about this group over here? I want these group, maybe the first three table areas. You guys can join in too if you want. Do you want to be in this group or the next group? Which one? You want to be in the next group? Okay, you can be in the next group then. So I'm going to have them do something too, so you can be part of them because you're a rebel. All right, so over here, here's what I need you guys to do. When Ed stands up and yells, "You suck," I want everybody over here to point at Ed. Everybody point at Ed. And I want you to go, "Boo, sit down."
Boo, sit down.
Okay, so Ed, do your part. Ed, stand up. Don't forget to point. Okay, two things I ask you to do. I know it's late for you. Okay, so do it again, Ed. And then everybody over here says, "Boo, sit down." Great, all right. Now remember, those jokes are strategically placed. Now this side over here, here's what I need you guys to do. Ed hurt my feelings. He's just breaking my psyche. These people come to my rescue, and they're like, we believe in you, Garret, you can do it. So then they tell Ed to take an Ed hike. And so then you guys over here, what would really help me finish out, to help me bring me back in, is that everybody over here, I need you to show me your boobs. Now some of you, it's going to be really easy to do. It's just barely, you cannot show me yours, sir. Not yours, okay? So, let's try it really quick here, okay? Go ahead, Ed. Everybody over here! That didn't help me out at all! What is with you people? You guys do not know comedy. Oh my gosh, I'm getting ready this summer to celebrate 19 years of marriage. Come on, people. Yeah, it's spread out over 4 different wives. But if you add them all together, that's 19 years. No, not really. I think I could find 4 women who'd want to marry me. No, I duped my wife into it really good 19 years ago. We've been together for 25. It took her 6 years to figure out she could have all this. Okay, things were different back then. There was a lot less this, and I had a whole bunch of hair. Now the only place I get hair nose, ears, kind of stuff like that. Some of you can relate, I think. Okay. Well, you know what? Having 3 daughters is amazing. And obviously I have no Y chromosomes. But I came to grips with it. We had 2 kids. At the first daughter, it's like, oh, this is so sweet. Got my beautiful baby girl. And then we go for the second kid, and wow, another beautiful baby girl. And my wife says, why don't we go ahead and let's have a 3rd kid. Let's see what happens. I'm thinking, okay. Well, the guys at the fire station, immediately they start trying to give me advice on how to have a boy. And it's all the guys go, I got 2 boys, I got 5 boys, you know. And so they tell me, well, you got to do it during this time of the month. You got to have one leg like this, and wear a foil hat, all kinds of stuff like that. So, you know, they told us there was a special rhythm kind of method you could use. And so we tried the rhythm method, but everything happened so fast the drummer never had a chance to get into a rhythm. So obviously that didn't work. And then we tried the hammock and the midget method. And then we tried some really weird stuff too. And we had this guy who was, when he'd go on a call, he'd be gone and guys would start picking at his plate and they'd eat his food. He'd come back and his plate was pretty much empty and he got really frustrated with it. And one day, he's got that protective arm going and he kind of eating away and the bells go off and he looks around and he had spaghetti and had, you know, some really good food on his plate. He decided he spits on his food. He just spit all over his food. And then he walked off and went to the call. Well, he comes back from the call, and there's his plate. What do you think his plate looks like? Empty. It's still there. He's thinking, this is great. So he sits down and starts eating his spaghetti, and he's kind of smiling. He goes, you know, I knew for sure that if I spit in my food, nobody else would mess with my food. It's still here. And they go, you know, that's a pretty good idea. We thought it was so good when you were gone, we spit in it too. Kind of cruel on the food thing, kind of cruel. Same guy having breakfast. And he's eating a Raisin Bran. And he's enjoying his Raisin Bran, we're all talking and stuff, and he's getting near the end of the bowl, and all of a sudden he notices some of the raisins are floating. And they don't look like the other raisins. So one of the guys grabs this box of Raisin Bran and notices there's a hole in the box. He says, dude, those aren't raisins. So those are mouse poo, man. Those are mouse poo. And he just kind of got a little sick about it all, and then one guy takes it another step further and he says, you know what? When I poop, I also go pee. Oh my gosh. He could hardly finish the second bowl. It was just, he had nothing left in him. But we take care of each other. I worked with a partner for 15 years when I became a medic. He was one of my mentors, and 15 years we were on the car together. When I say we're like family, it was like we're married. I mean, every day we're spending time together. He's complaining about my driving. I'm complaining about his cooking. We're not having sex. I mean, it was just like being married. Well, having kids has been wonderful. And when my first daughter, she's kind of an anomaly. She's one of these little genius kids that is interesting because she can be a real genius but then go really short bus on me real quick. She can be real smart and then just something shiny takes her away and she forgets everything. Anybody have kids like that? Oh my gosh. But they didn't think it was going to be that way when she was born. When she was this little tiny kid, here I am going to deliver my kid. I got to deliver my kids. Is that cool or what? Woo! Yeah. When it comes to delivering a baby, there's a lot of good muck involved. And I've delivered kids in the field. I've delivered my own. And it's really cool because babies, when they're little tiny babies are so cool. So there my wife is. And I'm down there going, at your cervix, honey, let's go. And so I'm come on, balloon 22, we're delivering it, baby out. The baby comes out and it's just so sweet and it's just kind of gushy. And I clamp it and I cut it and you hand it to the nurse and what's the nurse do? Nurse goes, let's go give it a bath. And off they go. And they just start scrubbing it. Wrapping a blanket. Time! It's like a baby rodeo when they're delivering a baby. It is amazing what they do. So we have this baby right here to keep an eye on everything. Give the little baby a hand. Good reaction, baby.
He's a wonderful Mr. Garret. Everybody give it up to Garret.